but basically, the entire method that you need to do to beat this level on 00 Agent is ridiculously easy, and I just wasn't getting it, which is just amazing to me. So we're gonna go ahead and complete Train, and then we'll move on to Jungle. And I don't care how long this takes, but I have a feeling it's not gonna take much effort at all. Okay, yeah, so like I was complaining the first time I played this last week, we really just want to get past these first two segments and everything else is super easy. And really the only problem I had was that I needed to shoot Xenia at the end of this level, which is incredibly stupid, because someone in chat was like basically telling me over and over that I needed to do that, and I just was not getting it. It's cool to see you speedrunning. I would definitely wouldn't consider this a speedrun. I'm going too slow. Yeah, so normally I would just move on to 1964, the basically 60 FPS version of this game, but it is inaccurate, unfortunately, so, I mean, it's cool to see you slow run. Yeah, exactly. I've basically mastered this level except for, you know, like, full speedrun meta. If I practiced it enough with mouse and keyboard on 1964, maybe I'd be able to get good at it, but until then, yes, for the speedrun of this, people do use a laser watch, and I think this is the perfect time to show this off. Figured I'd allocate some time to demonstrating this, so let's actually review what I was doing. And if I can find it, I'll also show you the world record. It's kind of scary how good it is. Okay, 6 times overclock is playing first. Okay, so here is the first run that I did on 1964. And you can see using the laser watch is definitely the strategy here. You can also see everybody is just firing their guns unstopping. The recommended settings for speedrunning this level on 1964 are absolutely insane, by the way. Whenever you play on 15 times overclock, it is just insanely bad. Everybody is lasering you with their weapons. They never reload. They never stop firing. So playing on 6 times overclock, you know, you can see the frame rate is stable, but this is like a baby mode compared to the recommended speedrun settings for this level. And this is my playthrough, by the way. This is me running this level. So here's the segment I screwed up on. You have to line up a shot and shoot Xenia. Somehow I actually killed Xenia here, which just amazed me. I was just blown away that I was able to do that. But basically you want to do enough damage to both Ormov and Xenia to the point where I guess it makes Natalia feel comfortable. Like, maybe both Xenia and Ormov and Janice are all threatening her or something. But yep, there we go, we lasered the hatch there. And basically, because I shot Xenia early, that means Natalia's just gonna start hacking early. I don't know why it's like this, but this is the recommended way to run the level. And for like the actual world record of this, you like just run out immediately. I don't really know how to utilize that tech. So here I am, just dual Uzi sitting at the door, because I don't want to lose HP and just, you know, have to do the run all over again. But yeah, it's pretty much all just one long stretch. Wait for her to finish hacking, and we got it really early. It was like at 20 seconds left. I was kind of surprised whenever I got this too, because I don't know, maybe it's just shooting at 60 FPS, but I got extremely bad RNG with shooting Xenia over and over, so I almost didn't expect it to play on time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I got a personal best of 226, which is like amazing to me. I thought I was gonna get a world, or like second place in a world record leaderboard, but nope, run didn't count. because I wasn't playing on 15x. So this is at stock frame rate. This is at 30 FPS with lag included, so if the game cannot handle the amount of entities or models or whatever, it's going to dip in frame rate, just like the N64 would. So this is like the closest it can possibly be to N64 hardware, pretty much. And unfortunately, this is still not valid for 1964 speedrunning. So, I mean, I personally believe this is the closest it can be to hardware, but enemies are still going to be missing you a lot, unfortunately. So it is not accurate to hardware enough. But for figuring out the level, I would say this is like the closest to N64 hardware for sure. And you can see, like I said before, using the laser watch is just, it's optimal here. I don't know about on Bizarre. Probably just gonna be sitting in a corner getting shot a million times if I try doing that. But if you're trying to speedrun this level and you're learning early on with the laser watch, I recommend picking up this Uzi. And you can actually use the dual Uzi to break these padlocks? Why am I saying padlocks? These, what the hell is this? These, like, metal strips. So this is a common problem with this level, too. I don't know if this happens a lot on the world record case. The enemies will just constantly tail you to the end of the train. So you have to shift your focus between this, paying attention to if you got the technique for shooting Xenia, because if you fail, you might as well just restart the run. And also just shooting everybody. It's just ridiculous. This whole level is so ridiculous. But yeah, again, this is me running this level. And like I said, this is at 30 FPS with lag included PM. Because, you know, it's kind of optional and it just happens. And I would say that is, like, the thing that happens on stock. So yeah, you can see me here using the dual Uzis to basically laser this. It almost can be faster in some instances. And here I, like, waited 2 seconds because I genuinely didn't believe I got the run, that attempt. So yeah, here was 30 FPS, basically stock. Yeah, the guns at like 15x, it is just so bad. It's like, you know, the Moonraker from the same game? It's like that if it never stopped firing. Ever. Yeah, so that was a 248. It was a little bit slower, but I think I got this one before the 6x run. And yeah, that's just how it goes, I guess. Alright. So we'll go ahead and show the world record for this after I beat it, I think. Like I said, this is Double Agent Train on 1964 by Dusky LW. Let's check this run out. Like I said, Double Agent is insane. Everybody does not stop firing. But somehow, this absolute champ is doing it way faster than I could ever humanly do. Just look at this. Oh my god. He doesn't even care about Xenia, he just takes her out from a distance. Like I said, you want to get out of the train instantly. So this part is just really negating damage from opponents, and I think also preventing Natalia from getting hit. And they're just going to keep infinitely spawning here, I think, so I believe they're just lining up to make the most optimal movements so they can exfiltrate immediately. It might not be infinite spawns. I don't know. Yeah, and really at this point it's just like a time attack. Just gotta wait until Natalia finishes hacking and then move into the optimal position. I guess the PP7 is the most accurate here? I don't know, I've seen a different run where it wasn't world record, but they used dual Uzi, and that seemed to be doing the job there too. I really don't know how you trigger exiting early and keeping Natalia hacking. But there you go. That's going to be the 1 minute, 39 second speedrun of Train on 1964. Check that out. That is crazy. I almost expect like new cheat unlocked, but they've obviously ran that level so many times that it probably, you know, it's never going to happen. You're not going to run it on first try and get it. But this is definitely the way to go. And if you're interested in speedrunning Goldeneye on PC, like I said earlier, there is definitely a category for it. It's just that the recommended settings require you to be like an actual Navy SEAL. So if you meet that criteria, good luck. Good luck. You'll probably be able to do it, or, you know, if you can't, at least you know your Navy SEALs training wasn't good enough for Goldeneye. There you go. That's all you need to know. I thought I got second place world record in Goldeneye speedrunning, but it didn't count. The feeling of going fast and like meeting a goal. Why'd you start the speedrun? Yeah. I tried it on a whim, and it felt so cool that I even thought, like, maybe, even though it's not an official category, I should do stock runs on 1964 of this game for just, like, my own records, you know? Like, just set up my own PBs. It sucks that it probably wouldn't be officially recognized, but I just love this game so much. And this genuinely feels like the most optimal way to play this, besides hardware. For Goldeneye speedrunning on hardware, good luck. It's impossible to beat a record. It's just wild to me, like, I know speedrun communities can be, like, sort of inclusive, so it makes sense that they have their own limitations and requirements. But, like, the official guide says you need to be at least above ×9 overclock, and you saw it 18 times. That is literally only double what the... Actually, you have to be above double, or above 9 times, so... It's either 15 times or 18 times overclock. And that is just absurd how fast everything is firing all the time. It's just too much. This is what I like. Stock. Everything looks fine. It's only laggy whenever it should be, because this is when it would lag on N64 anyway. Yeah, so if I ever decide to speedrun this game, I am not using recommended settings by the speedrunning community. I'm going to start my own independent leaderboard for this, and if anybody wants to compete against me, sure. But I'm competing against my own splits if I do this, and I'm going to do it at stock. I'm not doing any of that 16x or 18x, 15x, whatever. That's all too much.